Make sure my live is up here. Yeah, my live is up. Back over here. The people. Open this up real quick. We back. Let's get right to it. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how incredible this dude Joyner Lucas is. And I am Huggie Pacino, for those who don't know. What I want to do is I'm gonna be the person that try to, every now and then, I'm gonna give you like a certain side of certain music that most people don't know about. Like, oh, my logo ain't up. Let's get my logo going. Gotta have my logo running. I mean, there we go. Now we working. Alright, so there's a song called Forever, right? I'm gonna play that video, and hopefully this is fair use. I'm trying to try this thing out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test the theory, and we're gonna do the live reaction for Capicchioni. But before we go into that, I'm gonna get to the album he put out last year. I can't never remember the number. I want to make sure I got the number right. What is the number? Yes, the number is 508-507-2209. That's the name of that album. It's a dope, incredible album. And here's the video called Forever that he wrote for his son. And I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm just play it, and we're gonna just roll through it together. And here you go.
Yo. I know you don't understand my words, but you will eventually. You will eventually. Someday. One day. I know you don't understand my words, but you will eventually. And when you get older, I hope you don't hold this shit against me. I hope you understand I love you more than life itself. And this is nothing but your daddy's thoughts when he was feeling empty. And everything ain't always what it seemed like on the outside. I fought so many tears that you would never see the outcry. I never wanted kids until I lived and went through hard times. I became a man that fell in love with someone that my heart finds. But you know how that shit go. Young and reckless, different women part-time. And I wasn't ready for that life yet, I was in my dark prime. Me and your moms ain't get along and she gave me a hard time. I really think that we just crossed paths at the wrong time. I wasn't happy when she said she was pregnant. Probably the worst news of my life, that shit was so depressing. I told her she should get an abortion and I really meant it. I'm sorry that I said that shit, yeah, I was tripping, I know you don't understand my words, but you will eventually. But when you get older, I hope you don't hold this shit against me. Sorry. Yeah. And I never wanted a broken home to raise you from a distance. Yeah, I'll admit it, I was scared of that type of commitment. Even hopes of a miscarriage, anything bad that could happen that'd get me out of that situation I was living. I felt like shit about my thoughts, that wasn't me, I'm different. Plus I was dealing with some demons that I couldn't live with. I told her she should get an abortion and I really meant it. I know you don't understand my words, but you will eventually. And when you get older, I hope you don't hold this shit against me. Hope you don't hate me, I was selfish, I hope you forgive me. Hope you forgive me. And I still remember your baby shower like it was yesterday. To your mom, it was special. Me, just another day. I wish that you could see the pictures. All the fake phony smiling, had to pretend that I was happy. Deep down I was crying, Ma asked if I'm okay. I turned around and looked away. I was drying on my tears. Looked back and said, yeah, I was lying, goddamn. how the hell I get here? This is it, this supposed to be my life. This ain't how I pictured it, I never felt so damn alone. But it was more than often, one of the worst days of my life, and I ain't even lying. We argued when we came home, I blame myself for all this. I think that I was holding a grudge cause she ain't get an abortion. I'm sorry. Fuck. Damn. And I know that you can't understand my words, but you will eventually. But when you get older, I hope you don't hold this shit against me. I can't believe I try to hurt you, I hope you forgive me. Please. Please. And everything ain't always what it seemed like on the outside. I fight so many tears that you would never see the outcry. I sacrifice my life so you could live in peace. When I give you things my father couldn't give to me. I think I was raised wrong, and that's just what it is to me. And if you ask him, then this ass gon' probably disagree. But whatever. And nothing's ever made me cry as much as you, I swear. Your smile gives me motivation and some new ideas. My worst fear was always you not knowing who I am. Cause I've been on the road, dream chasing for you out here. I was the first thing that you opened your eyes to, and the last one that you said goodnight to. I went home and cried to, and I bawled my eyes out and then watched you. Glad I got you, that's a blatant fact. And every negative thing I said, I swear I take it back. I know you don't understand my words, but you will eventually. When you get older, I hope you don't hold this shit against me. Hope you understand I love you more than I love myself. And this is nothing but your daddy's thoughts when he was feeling empty. I was feeling empty. I've been feeling empty. I put my emotions in this music when I'm feeling empty. I hope you forgive me. Please. Please.
Alright, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of the one video that I want to show you. I think Fire knows about Joyner Lucas, of course. But this is the story of Ross Capicchioni. There you go. Let me fix my screen. Give me a second. I knew something was wrong with that screen. It was kind of crooked, yo. Move it up. Move it up. There we go. Fit. Perfect fit. Now let's play.
up at 7, my days seem more than I prayed for. Got dressed to head out and ride to school on my skateboard. New kid in class, I sat alone taking notes while the hoodlums were making jokes at the clothes that my mama paid for. Seemed like everyone was a part of some gang invasion. Tattoos and initiation, parole and some on probation. Soaking up the vibe as I study for information, cause lately I've been deprived of a normal day. But today on my way to eat lunch, some kid approached me. He told me we should be cool if only he got to know me, cause on this side of town I would need some protection. It's crazy, reckless, and dangerous unless I'm some sort of gangster. I'm only safe with the police. He said his name was I dapped him up at the buses. Was kinda skeptic about him at first cause I didn't trust him. And the more I got to know him, I couldn't tell what his motives were, hoping that he was sincere. Something told me let go, but the only thing on my mind was patience. Searching twice for a different life, I was tired of waiting. Plus me and had similar views and conversations infused with knowledge, mainly about school and college. That was my truth, but regardless, he was type cool when I was with him. Introduced him to my family, they were rocking with him. My mama told him, make sure you look out for my son. And before she could finish her sentence, he quickly just interjected and said, don't you even stress that I got it under control. It's been 2 months since we met, it seems like we've gotten close. Some cat approached me and tried to beef with me, I just froze. And I see pounding and stomping homie, rid out his clothes. Called me his brother and told me he got me to the fullest. Even if that means bullets, bullies, gangs, AKs, and choppers to the killers. That's the realest shit I ever witnessed. A few weeks later, my uncle sold me a Honda Civic, a 93 with no license plates and no registration. Just thinking about every place I'ma go when I finally get it. And then he asked me for a ride around the block, some distance from where I was parking. Instantly, I knew that spot was sketchy. My mama would kill me. My intuition told me not to. I knew it was wild, and plus I knew it had no business or place on that side of town. And I read about some chick who went lurking without a sound and got murked and a body found in the dirt with 1,000 rounds. It was worse than abandoned buildings, abandoned villas, and scammers and killers provoking gangsters. But maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I might be straight just as long as I pump the brakes and try not to think about it. Just trust I'll be fucking safe. And then I told him, let's go. Hop in. He dabbed me up and started telling jokes the whole ride there. Had me cracking up as we were getting closer. I felt funny, my stomach turned. And then he told me go left, make another turn, go right, and drive slow. As I looked, it was all abandoned and quiet, not a single person in sight, nobody standing. And right when I pulled the car to the side, he said right here, sit still, turn the car off and chill. And I started to panic, he told me relax. Then he pulled the keys out the ignition and hopped out and laughed. Then my light flashed in an instant, he inched to my driver door and I tried to lock it, I couldn't. He ripped me right out my seat and then grabbed the side of his jeans and then put out the shotty, and all I heard was a screech and he shot my arm into pieces. I'm thinking I must be dreaming, and another shot to my chest and my stomach squeezing, my breath from my lungs collapsing. I'm down on my fucking knees asking him why. He looked at me, I looked him dead in the eyes, and he smashed my face with the barrel, knocked all my teeth to the sky. And I heard a sound of the shot, he cocked back. He pressed the heart against my head and blew my fucking top back. Boom. I'm still conscious, I'm breathing, I'm still moving, no clue as to why I'm not dead. All this blood that I'm losing, and I heard my car drive off. Then I looked up and seen the sun, and that was all that I saw. Then I heard my conscience tell me, get up, nigga, get up. You're losing blood, oh my. Don't fall asleep or you'll die. Stay awake and move as much as possible, there's no time. Find some help and try to yell, you ain't too well, oh God. Wake up, nigga, wake up. Wake up, nigga.
Now it's going to play from his vantage point.
Woke up at 7, my day was worse than I prayed for. Got dressed to head out and down the stairs from the 8th floor. New kid in class, he sat alone taking notes while my niggas were making jokes at the clothes that his mama paid for. Had no family but was cool with the local gangsters, tattoos, and some on parole and probation for breaking rules. That life was all I knew, all I wanted to do was cruise, smoke weed and say fuck school. Wanted guidance cause all my role models I would look up to was indicted, the young dudes with no logic. I went to church to the pastor, said fuck you, now violent. And this gang that always looked out for me, vouched for me and adopted me, said they wanted to rock with me and I wanted to get down. Guess there was something missing, everything comes with a price. There's only one condition, all you gotta do for initiation is kill an innocent victim and leave them there with no witnesses or no snitches. If you do that, you be down with the clique, and that's for life, so don't you ever think you getting out of this shit. And I thought about it, soaking up the vibe as I study for information, trying to choose my victim, plotting the weakest prey. But today on my way to eat lunch, I approached him and told him we should be cool if only I got to know him, Cause on his side of town, he would need some protection. It's crazy, reckless, and phony, unless he's some sort of gangster. He only stayed with the police. He said his name was I dapped him up at the buses. Was kinda skeptical about me at first, cause he didn't trust me. Then the more he got to know me, he couldn't tell what my motives were, hoping that I was sincere. But little did he know I was trying to snake him and pop and break him. Just need the perfect opportunity, I'm tired of waiting. Had murder running through my head, I knew the death was coming. He introduced me to his family, I was jealous of him. His mama told him, make sure you look out for my son. And before she could finish her sentence, I quickly just interjected and said, don't you even stress him, I got him to the fullest. Even if that means bullets, bullies, gangs, AKs, and choppers till they kill us. I was lying to the fucking limits. Took advantage when he said he had that Honda Civic, a 93 with no license plates and no registration. Just thinking about every place I'ma go when I finally kill him. And then I asked him for a ride around the block, some distance from where he was parking. Instantly I knew my chance was coming, I'm ready to drill him. Then he told me, let's go, hop in. I dapped him up and started telling jokes the whole ride there. Had him cracking up as we were getting closer. He felt funny, I think he knew something was coming. That look he had was enough to tell me, but fuck it, go right and drive slow as he looked. It was all abandoned and quiet, not a single person in sight, and nobody standing. And right when he pulled the car to the side, I said right here, sit still, turn the car off and chill. Then he started to panic, I told him relax. Then I pulled the keys out the ignition and hopped out and laughed. Seen his light flash in an instant, I inched to his driver door. Then he tried to lock it, he couldn't. I ripped him right out of the seat and then grabbed his side of my jeans and then put out the shotty. I cocked it twice till he screamed and then shot his arm into pieces. I'm watching his blood leaking and another shot to his chest. Seen his stomach squeezing his breath and his lungs collapsing. He down on his fucking knees asking me why. He looked at me, I looked him dead in the eyes and I smashed his face with the barrel, knocked all his teeth to the sky. And then sound of the shot, he cocked back. I pressed the hard against his head and blew his fucking top back. Fucking car. Fuck. Fuck. Hey, get the fuck out my way, you faggot. Fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck, come on. Come on, pick up, come on. Yo, I did it. I killed him. Yo, I had that nigga screaming. I just fucking blood everywhere.
Don't talk too much over the phone. Meet me at the spot.
Alright.
Alright, one.
There you have it. So, I know you're thinking, well, where's that young man? Well, here goes the young man here to tell his story. What's going on, B-Well Driven?
Alright, we're ready. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Alright, my name is Ross Capicchioni. I'm from Macomb, Michigan.
What's up, finest Jules? I see you.
Detroit.
Yeah, suicide is.
How it happened?
I mean, not suicide, I'm sorry.
Well, it happened like I was a junior in high school. You know, 17-year-old punk shit. Just doing my thing, skating, hanging out.
What I mean is basically there's no...
This kid supposedly was supposed to be my friend, and I knew this kid for 10 years prior before this day. He asked me, hey, can you give me a ride to my cousin's house, you know, down in the D? All right, yeah, well, like, what part? Like, the west side or the east side? And he's like, the east side. And I was like, nah, man, I don't got no business on the east side, you know? He's like, no, it's cool, man. Like, the east side, that's like 7 Mile, like, it's like a third world country. The police, they won't stop and get out the car. They won't pull you over. If there's gunshots, they'll wait till everything's clear and they'll come pick your body up off the street and that's it. He's like, please, man, please. I'm like, no. So like a week goes by, you know, I'm still telling him no, like, because I had a feeling like, don't go down there. Kept asking me, I'll give you $30 for gas, all this shit. I'm like, all right, whatever, you know, you're my friend. I'll take you down there. I go to school that day and I get out and everything seems normal. We go to the gas station, he gives me the money for gas. We drive down there. So I get off and it's just like, I get that eerie feeling like you're in a bad spot. When it's like broad daylight out, beautiful day like that today. And we're driving and he's telling me where to go and we pull onto the street and you know, there's people outside and he's like, all right, that's the house right there. So he's like, you know, pull around back in the back. Like when I turned the corner to go right, like I seen it was like caution, like do not enter and all this shit, but I still, you know, because I knew him for so long, I just thought, you know, it's the D, it's, you know, whatever. There was a fence, like a grass area, my vehicle, and then houses right there. So it was like, nah, I wasn't in the middle of nowhere or anything. And like I get out, and he gets out, and like, it's only a couple seconds, I'm looking around. My ears are ringing, I'm like, man, that was close. And I kind of just glanced down and my arm's just hanging off like a zombie. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is, it's not real. And I kind of shake it off and look again, and it's just hanging off my arm. And I'm like, okay, then it kicks in, like blood, like flowing, like an animal. And then I look up, and this kid's just holding a shotgun, like 10 feet away from me, just holding it right at me. And I asked him, I said, like, did you shoot me? And he just blew a hole in my chest like this big. So after that, I just dropped to my knees. I lost all my air. I couldn't see. I remember like being on my on my hands and knees, and I felt the barrel of the gun on my head. I felt this barrel just shaking still on my head, and so I smacked it away. But it was a shotgun, so it sprayed. So it still like hit me in the head really good, but it didn't blow my head off like a watermelon just to pieces. So after that, I got a little sight, and I was like, okay, I'm still moving. Like, I don't know what's going on with my head, but I know I'm alive. And I remember I looked up, and he was just staring at me. And he took the butt of the gun and, like, smashed me in the face with it. Knocks my teeth out. Like, I fall back, but I could still see at this point. And I don't understand, like, how I can see because I have so much damage to, like, my lung and heart. I felt like these hands, like, in my pocket, digging for my car keys. Like, when he's trying to grab my keys, like, I ended up on my stomach. And I look up, and I see my Jeep Commander driving away, just driving away, flying away. And I said, okay, well, either I stay laid down in this spot right here and die, or I try to get up. So I try to push myself up, but like take my left arm, take it right out. So gunshot to the chest, bigger than a soup bowl, and then my head all mashed up. And I'm trying to push myself off the ground. Kept trying, and I'm like, all right, you know what, one more. I'm gonna try it one more time. And I pushed up, and then out of nowhere, I felt these arms from underneath me pick me up. And I remember like swinging, trying to grab someone, and there was no one around. And I was just like standing up still, like a drunk, zombie, just like. And I got this like a shove, like someone shoved me from behind to go forward. I must have got about 7-8 feet. I just fell straight down. Because I remember I hit the ground like on my stomach. I'm like, all right, well, I went as far as I could. This shit's hurting like too much. Like, let me just close my eyes and start relaxing. Sure enough, I closed my eyes and all the pain started going away. And then I'd wake up real fast and be like, this is not right. I just got shot 30 seconds ago. How's the pain stopping? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. That's a good feeling when you're sleeping. So I'd pass back out a little bit, and then I'd be like dying. And then I'd wake myself up, like my own voice, third person. And, hey, man, get up, man, you're dying. And then like, I did that, and then I heard, hey, hey. And I like started hearing this guy, and he's like running over to me. So when I fell, there was like a probation officer at a stoplight, and he seen me fall out of the woods, like all bloody broad daylight. Then I felt his hand on my back, like, hey man, you're fine, don't close your eyes, come on, the ambulance is coming, they're coming. And I'm like, man, like I just want to sleep, leave me alone, man. But then in my head, I'm like, no, you don't, because if you fall asleep, you're sleeping forever. And I remember like getting on the stretcher, and they're putting me in the stretcher, and just like the facial expression of the paramedic was just like, just a stunned look on his face, but in the same time telling me I looked great. I looked beautiful, like you're gonna be fine. And then it just like blacked out, and I went to like I was outside of the ambulance on my skateboard, filming it, like rolling telephoto filming of the ambulance, and the doors open, everyone's panicking, and I see my legs coming out, and like once it gets to my head, blacked out. I was pronounced dead on arrival right there. John Doe had nothing on me. They said, Doc, this kid's, gone, and Doc said, no. I'm here, let me try. Like when I was pronounced dead on arrival, like throw him in the body bag, he's dead. Like the doctor said no, like, I'm gonna try to help him. This man doesn't know who I am. He could have said, yeah, he's dead, all right, I'm going back home. He said, no, like I feel something, I'm gonna try. Did the heart surgery, gave me 24 hours to, see if I was still breathing on the ventilator. After 24 hours, I was still alive. They fixed my arm and my head, and I woke up 3 days later. I remember like waking up and it was still all white, like white everywhere, and I'm like, dead. I'm 17, I'm dead. And then it starts to like come in, and it's like I see curtains, like a freaking oxygen tank, and I'm like starting. Then out of nowhere, bam, perfect vision again. I'm in a hospital, and then I'm like tied down to the bed because I got the breathing tube in me. I got this thing pumping air into my lungs, so I start freaking out. There's a nurse there the whole time though. I didn't even notice her because I was all tied down, and I just hear screaming like, "He's awake! He's awake!" And I see her like running out of the room, and then like running back, like 3 more nurses and the doctor, just this woman just coming around the corner flying, like throws her clipboard in the air, runs up to me, "Oh my God, you look beautiful!" Like, and in my head I'm like, "What do you mean? I look beautiful? I can't even, what's going on? Like, am I tied down?" And then she's like, "All right, 1, 2, and like on 2, she pulled that thing out of my throat, man. I got to breathe again, like real air, like, you know, of course I coughed up a ball of tar and BBs, but everyone was just looking at me like, you're alive, like you're breathing on your own right now. Like, what's your name?" "I don't know." "What year is it?" "What? Who's the president?" "Huh? Is there any way we could contact anyone you know with a phone number?" I was like, 2-7. Out of anything, my name, anything, the year, only thing I remembered after that was my father's phone number. For 3 days, my family didn't know. My father was outside, like, spraying out the garage, and he got the phone call from the hospital saying, "I think we got your son, he's been shot, but he's alive." So, I don't know how my parents had it. I don't know how that feels, like you're a father. Like, so, I don't know, it chokes me up because, like, it's crazy, but they came down there, and I remember, like, I seen my mom come in and my dad, and I'm looking at him, I was like, "Mom, you can't get mad at me right now." She's like, "Mad? You're alive, you're alive." After, like, the 4th day, they were like, "All right, get up, you know, start walking, like, let's go." I'm like, "Let's go where?" He's like, "You're going home tomorrow." I'm like, "It's been 5 days." He's like, "Dude, you're going home. What do you want to live in a hospital? You want to go live your life again?" I'm like, "Sir, I got a hole in my chest the size of a teacup." He's like, "Listen, Ross, I'll give you a tip of advice. You live through this, you're going to be okay. Just go home, live your life. Don't hang out with these kids anymore." After 5 days, they sent me home. So, like, I'm shot, you know. My parents are asking me questions. My dad's asking me, what are we going to do about it? And I'm like telling him, like, "Dad, I know who did it, you know." The next day, like, out of a movie, like, these men in suits came in. And my dad's like, "Yeah, can I help you?" And they pull out their, you know, badges and FBI, you know. They say the kid's name. And I'm like, "Yeah, I know him. That's who shot him." He's like, "Oh, could you identify him through a picture?" I was like, "Of course." Pull out a picture of the kid. I said, "That's him right there." He said, "Ross, we have him in custody." I said, "How?" I just woke up like 2 days ago. I just learned how my name again, like how to talk. He's like, "The day blank shot you, he called blank and told him." So this kid shoots me and calls his buddy and says, "Hey, I shot Ross, he's dead." The kid's like, "No, you didn't, you're lying." Because imagine another 15-year-old kid saying to a 15-year-old kid, you know? So after they hang up, the kid he told calls the police on him. And he was met by the SWAT team right at his front yard. Got him. And like, all I had to do was go to court and testify against him. I went in there, man, in a wheelchair, head still stapled, no teeth, 105 pounds because of all the blood I lost, arm cast, and I sat in front of 40 of his family and him, and he couldn't look me in the eye. He had his head down the whole time, and I had to tell my story like this to everyone.
That's how much of a coward he is. He couldn't even look him in the eye, but he looked him in the eye to kill him. He couldn't look him in the eye with the fact that he didn't kill him. He almost killed him. Living with regret and shame. That's what happened.
That was the first one. I had to go back to final sentencing, and that's when I was healed. Like, so I walked back in the courtroom the second time. He comes out in a purple suit, top hat, cane, and sunglasses. This is the kid who shot me at court, smiling. While his family cheers him on, says, like, "Way to shoot Ross," called me a coward because I was taking the justice route. Like, I didn't lower myself to his standards and go try to kill him. I spoke, and the judge like looked at this kid and said, you know, said his name, and he said, "Yo, Ross, thank you." And the kid just looked at the judge like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Because if you would have killed Ross that day, you would have got life in prison. But since Ross was a warrior and survived, you get a second chance." And he just slammed the gavel on him. He said, "Go have fun in prison for 35 years. Well, I found out that the cause of the shooting was because he had to join a gang. That was his initiation, was kill a random person. He had to pick someone, so he just thought I would be the guy to pick." Yeah, that happened in 2007. Been about 4 years. And I'm telling you, the first two were the hardest. Like, it's hard, like waking up and knowing like someone tried to like shoot you down. You got to get through that every day. Like seeing people. Like I get on a bus, public bus, I'm freaking out the whole time. Like I don't trust anyone on the bus. For a while, my mother had to like take care of me as like how you do an infant, like washing, changing, feeding. Like I'm 17 years old and I got my mom bathing me. I can't move. I got no hand. I can't talk. I'm all weak. And my dad and mom were like, "Ross, like come on, like the doctors say, like give it time." And then all my friends are coming to see me, hanging out with me. I started getting more positive. One day I woke up and I felt different. Like I was like, you know what, this is my world. That's what I like every time in physical therapy, like I would try to do something, mess up, I'd be like, well, it's like a nollie backside flip. Like you're gonna mess up until you try it and land it. When I'd mess up, I'd be like, nollie backside flip, and then I'd get it. Like I'd do something with my hand and like put the thing in, and the doctor would be like, "Oh yeah, good job, like you did it." And I'd be like, So I like started living my life as like skateboarding. It's been working. I'm very blessed. I see it now. Like when before, I'm like, you know what? Like I'm so unlucky. Like I went through all this getting shot, and really, like I look at it now after like maturing and growing up. Like it just gave me like a whole new leg up on life and how I can live my life, and it's crazy. Like it's like makes me happy to be alive, and just like so grateful for everything. Like I just look at what I got. I don't look at what I don't have. Look at what I have.
And that is the story of Ross Capicchioni. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, but I think it's Ross Capicchioni. Capicchioni? I think that's how you say his name. I could be saying it wrong. But what I wanted to share with y'all is that most people don't have to be shot to, you know, have a gut feeling that you don't know who to trust. I've been shot at. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like. You know what I mean? You know, you never know who to trust. It could be like, you know, your friend. It could be people that you thought was your friend. Things of that nature. Where do I get that again? Like, I told you, Kendrick. I'll tell you about that. I could send you all that how to play, you know, the games. But I'll talk to you about it. But yeah, that man gotta live with the rest of his life knowing that he could have been dead, and for what? Nothing at all. Because somebody wanted to be in a gang. Just because he wanted to belong to somebody. And I'm gonna talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's just, and it's gonna be real shit too though. A lot of people on YouTube want to belong to something or somebody so bad that they will do anything. They will betray people. They will talk about people. They will laugh and giggle, things of that nature. Just to, belong to something. Trust and believe. There are people like that guy that shot Ross. Just to belong to somebody, they were willing to do whatever it takes just to belong. And if people are willing to kill you to belong to something, just imagine how small of a fucking thing they would do to belong to a group of people. And to this day, I stand on the fact that I don't have a crew, I don't have a clique, and if I did, you don't belong to me. I like what Logic says, like, man, we're not subscribers, we're real people. Like, these are the people, they're not subscribers. I like that. I never thought of it like that, but that's a genuine statement that people are not subscribers. They're people who watch. You have people who actually are watching, and they don't even want to come out and say it because they're ashamed. Don't do things you're ashamed of. That's another thing we got to stop doing. Stop being ashamed. Stop pretending. We got to stop pretending that everything is okay. Nah, everything ain't alright. Your ass walk outside that front door, you can get hit by a truck. That's not okay. You can have all the money in the world, and you can have this business and that business, and you can just think you shit. And you could drop of a heart attack at 135 pounds at 6'1". You could be in incredible shape. You could fucking pass out and die. People walk around like they're invincible, like they're just untouchable. So yeah, truth be told, there's a lot of things being said about many people. I just choose to ignore a lot of shit. Like, yo, life is too small for me going back and forth. I'm not going back and forth with people. I'm not going back and forth with people in real life. Listen, when I turn this fucking camera off and when I take this headset off my head, when I face the real world, not saying that this isn't the real world too, but when I go outside of the internet, I don't have no fucking problems. I don't have no enemies. I don't have no female trauma. I don't have no fucking drama. I don't have no baby mama drama. I don't have no issues with family members. Everybody in my family get along with me. Everybody. I'm the peacemaker. Nigga. 2 of my cousins had an issue over a fucking girl. Right? And the girl just so happened to be one of my cousin's baby mama. But my cousin just came home, but he knew the girl prior before he went to jail. Man, they wanted to fight that shit out. I was the one that let them come to my house in my front yard, man. Scrap this shit out. Handle that shit. We gonna be men. Let's be men. Let's scrap this shit out. We don't have no knives or nothing. And we family and family are cool, but fight this shit out. They fought it out. Once I realized it was a little bit too much and then shit was still getting out of hand, I cut it off. That's it. They still beefing now. Shit over with, man. We families. Hell, brothers fight, cousins fight, uncles, aunties. Everybody's fight. Families have fight. What's up, Lamar? Families fight. You understand? So I'm the one that still be like, man, if we ever want to go have some fun, man, we going over Kenny house because that's my name. My name Kenny. They call me Kenny. You know what I'm saying? My brother calls me Hug. My sister will say Hug. You know, a few people will say Hug, but you know, that's my nickname. You know, this whole thing about my name on the windshield. Now, my name has been my nickname for over a decade. My name has an acronym. My name means a lot to me. It means a lot. It stands for honest, undeniably great with the gift of intelligence everlasting, professionally accounting currency and numerous options. It's a meaningful name. And yeah. And one thing about it is if I was a punk, if I was afraid, if I had enemies, if I was worried about somebody shooting me or doing something to me or robbing me or whatever, I wouldn't have my name on the windshield. That'd be dumb, right? But check this out. Whether y'all know it or not, there's people in the city that just been shot just riding around. One guy was at the red light, got a bullet hole in his chest. Just a gunshot just out of nowhere, just hit him through the windshield, shot him in the chest. He didn't even know he was shot. He felt something came through his windshield. Next thing you know, he looked down, he had blood on his chest. You feel me? I could be on live one day and that might happen to me. That's how wild it is out here. Who? In a bit. What you up to? In a bit. Yeah, like people think that like you just walk around like you got this fucking, what you think you got, like a star? What you think you Super Mario Brothers? What you think you invincible? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Let me tell y'all something. I don't have these issues offline. When I come here, I won't say what I got to say, speak what I got to speak on, laugh, joke, cry, whatever. And I'm gone. That's it. Because no matter what I do, I could be riding around. Man, every day I go live. I might bullshit for 4 hours. Within that 4 hours, there's going to be at least 60 seconds of something you're going to learn from me. It's going to be something you're going to learn from me. Something. And that's what I pride myself on, knowledge. No matter how it comes. That's why I always had a sense of humor around everything I do. I didn't come here. Let me say this. I didn't come here to be a Kanika researcher. I was here before that. I was here before the Boston bombing. I was here before the Orlando shooting. I was here before Gucci snapped 5 years ago on Twitter. I was here before all of that. I was here. Way before all that. I was here in 2012. You understand? My channel says Huggie Pacino. It don't has a specific job. And if you look at the bio, and I'm going to read what it says. I don't want to like make up what I said. I'm going to read what it says. So people could stop getting the wrong understanding of what my channel is about, right? How do I get to that? View channel. About. You go to the about section, right? Well, goddamn it. Where's my thingamajig? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's got to be on channel 7 then. Wait a minute. Now, what about channel 2 then? See, I might not even have a fucking bio. It might have been on my main page. I think I meant to put it on every change, but I didn't. Yeah, that's the whatchamacallit. I'll just tell y'all, look, it's just simple. Universal topics of sports, entertainment, and everything, government, conspiracies, everything in between. That's what I pride myself on. I don't have a specific type of fucking channel. You know what I mean? Some lady gonna tell me I made fun of a certain city. I asked her, what are you talking about? Can you prove that to me? And she said it was an insult to ask her. That's the type of shit I be talking about. And of course, I open the fucking hangout line and they won't even call in and talk to me. Like an adult, because they'll talk about me but won't talk to me. And it's going to be on my time. So if you come here at 7 o'clock at night and I don't feel like talking to you at 7 o'clock, you won't talk to me. You talk to me when I feel like talking. I'm past that catering shit. That shit is out the window. You understand? And yeah, I don't care if it's a small amount of people that watch me. I'd rather it be 7 than 70. Because when there's 70, most likely 80% of them don't fuck with you. That's how it is, though. I like a smaller crowd. Remember, I said that in the very beginning when there was 300 people watching me when I was doing Kanika videos at one time. Remember, I turned on the camera and I just started talking about other shit. And there was 300 people watching me at 2 in the morning. Is that special to me? Hell no. No. It's not an achievement. YouTube is not an achievement. Being my own businessman is an achievement. Making sure my son don't have to work for somebody else is an achievement. That's my goal. My goal ain't YouTube. I come here, share my voice, and I'm out. It's just this simple. In the meantime, it's 123. Matter of fact, can we play? Let me play, cause I love Sorry, but I'm gonna play. Hold on, we're gonna play Happy Birthday. Since we on the Joyner Lucas shit, give me a second. We gonna play Happy Birthday by Joyner Lucas because I love it. Cause when I first seen it, it fucked me up. Cause I was like, what is he talking about? But hold on, let me move my thingamajig here. Hold on. Let's move my chat out the way. Get out the way. Put that right there. Pause. Should be done downloading by now, right? Yeah, it is. Let's close that out. Alright. Oh, I'm fucking up. I gotta make sure I put it in a proper dimension so I don't get flagged. Hopefully I don't get flagged. I'm like, hey, yo, I know he's looking like, damn, this nigga gonna play all my shit. Yeah, all my shit. Alright. Can you stop, please? See, when I want it to automatically play, it don't. Ain't that a bitch? That's fucked up, man. Put that over here. Let's put that right there. Nah, man. Put it right there. Let's see. I made sure it was customized to the proper dimension so I get away with fair use to the file. Stretch this thing out. I know Finest Junior like, yes. Sorry, we'll get you flagged. I think all this shit give me flagged, so I might have to chop this up a certain way. I don't know. But we gonna find out anyway. Here go Happy Birthday by Joyner Lucas, and I'm gonna mute my mic. I thank y'all for tuning in. Once the video is over, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all be easy. I'm heading to work. Love y'all. And we out.
Don't you stare me down, you know I'm rude. Why the fuck you looking at me like you so confused? You really make me sick, my nigga, if you only knew. I swear to God, I wish you wasn't born and there was no excuse. I don't wanna raise you. I really fucking hate you. I wish I ain't had to take you. I ain't trying to educate you, yo. This really fucking sucks. And your mother's fucking nuts. I had my whole life figured out. Leave it to you to fuck it up. And shut the fuck up. What you crying for? Looking at me like you love me. What you lying for? Why you wanna try me for? Blow your fucking candles out. Enjoy the cake I got you for your stupid little birthday that everyone's so excited for except me. Should I dare you to disrespect me when you grow up? That's gonna be the last time you ever swole up, nigga. Fuck you thought everything was perfect, now fucking lost. And it's all your fault. Happy birthday, nigga. I wanna kill myself so I don't have to deal with you. I know it sounds harsh, but I'm just being real with you. And I ain't looking forward to none of that father shit. Ain't got time for that type of shit. And your mom ain't gon' like this, but we ain't shooting no hoops, flying kites, we ain't riding bikes. I hope you get your ass beat. I ain't teaching you how to fight. I ain't here to kiss you goodnight. I don't care to give you advice about girls. I hope you get your heart broken for dear life. I fucking hate you. And I know that it's wrong. Sometimes I want to explain, but I don't know where to start. Cause you won't understand even if I told you my thoughts. Cause even when it's light, I feel like I'm alone in the dark. And my mind keeps racing fast. I can't bear with this pain I have. I can't stand you and I hate the fact that you just a mistake. And that's just what the fuck you was. Everything was perfect, now I'm fucking lost. And it's all your fault. Happy birthday, nigga. Father so bad I would give it all. Just to have my baby sit in my arms while I'm holding on. And to feel that beautiful feeling of love for my firstborn. Even play you the first song that you hear when you first come. I love your fucking mother so much I would give my heart to be down to death to its part. Till I drown in the fucking pond. Till I burn in the blaze, build an apartment, fire a bomb. Till I crash a Mercedes car by a drunk driver and brawl with 7 heaters on me. And then she fucking cheated on me. Drinking with her friends and then wanna leave the party. Got drunk and had sex, I ain't even see it coming. Then we find out she was pregnant and she keeping secrets from me. This don't make sense. Then I felt my fucking heart cave in. The baby not mine, the paternity test came in and the love is gone. Everything was perfect, now I'm fucking lost. And it's all your fault. Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Happy birthday to
So the next time you say hip hop is fucked up or it's whack or it's nothing but mumble rappers, let them know that there's a guy by the name of Joyner Lucas who has something that everyone needs to hear. Everyone. Every age, every race. He's out here. And y'all sleep. Checking in. Checking out. Yeah.